I'd like to congratulate all of you. You've done a wonderful job.
I told you. A little dusting, a little painting, the whole building good as new.
Right you are.
It's dirty.
Yes, I know, Rick, but I'm trying to encourage them.
Tasteful, huh?
Well, yes, it is, Mr. Klein. I'm sure that Mr. Taylor will appreciate it.
Appreciate what? Rat-infested wall covering?
Ray.
Look, the basement is flooded, the roof is leaking, and the floorboards are rotted out. Who's the rocket scientist who convinced them to redecorate? Of course.
Well, I convinced them, Ray, that it would show the new landlord that he'd made a very wise investment, not just in the building, but in the tenants themselves.
And did you check him out?
Well, of course, Ray. I met him at the laundromat, which he owns, along with a string of 27 other cleaning establishments. Now, I complimented him on his 25-cent all-you-can-drive policy. We fell to talking. He seems very sincere. He's meeting with Mr. Potter this afternoon to conclude the sale agreement. Cash, isn't it, Dennis?
For the full asking price.
Yeah, Potter must be thrilled. The old weasel hasn't spent more than $1.98 on this place since you moved in.
Hey, I object to my employer being characterized in such a fashion.
Being a fellow rodent, I expected you would. Some neighborhood's a slum. Cleaning up one building is like dropping a good apple in a barrel full of bad ones. You can't win.
You know, Ray, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Did your grandmother teach you that?
Yes.
If you think Taylor's going to be an improvement, you got another thing coming. Wow.
Ah, Mr. Taylor. It's good to see you.
Ben, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. If you care to join us inside. Oh, this is my friend, Detective Raymond Vecchio.
66 T-Bird, 72 Riviera.
A Riv. Mint?
Was. I've gone through a couple of them recently.
They were blown up.
You wouldn't happen to know where I might...
Keep an eye out for you.
Well, shall we? Nice guy.
Going up?
I thought this was junk.
Hey, you watch how you talk about somebody's home.
I took the liberty of having it repaired.
Well done.
Sorry. Maximum of 3 allowed. Third floor.
Congratulate me, Constable. I've just made an excellent investment.
Allow me to add my congratulations.
Thank you, Dennis.
And this.
Thank you kindly. There must be some mistake.
Nope. Taylor hired me to stay on as super, and I never make mistakes.
So he's going to raise the rent.
Yes, $1,000 per month per unit.
What?
He can't do that, can he?
No, not if you have a lease.
Ah.
You do have a lease, then. I'm going to take that as a no.
I told him not to pay the increase, Ray. It's unfair, and if it's not illegal, it's at the very least unethical.
Good, so when do you move?
Well, we're not moving. We're going to exercise our rights.
Yeah, well, if you excuse me, I'm gonna exercise mine. Bubbles, Al. If you let the paint dry too fast, you get bubbles. So what we have here is either the work of someone who lacks a keen appreciation for a good finish or someone who has a bad eye for bubbles.
Fine. 2 bubbles. I'll knock off a quarter.
Hey, you gotta do better than that.
I mean, they can't afford the increase, Ray.
So move.
No, we're not moving.
Look, both you and I know you gotta turn this baby over, Al.
Ray, you're beating me up here. I'm bleeding all over the floor.
I mean, I got them into this, Ray.
No, what you did was you helped them clean up that hellhole. If they want any more help than that, you tell them to call 60 Minutes.
Every person has the right to a roof over their head.
Yeah, as long as they can pay the rent. What is that? Is that rust, Al? Do I see rust there?
That's primer.
Yeah, and if I was wearing a dress, I'd be a woman.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. Will you look at that, huh? Huh? What do you say now, Al?
Okay. I'll drop off 500, but that's it.
Oh, no, that would make the final price, Oh, well, how much can a frame be worth anyway?
Frame?
Yeah, it's spot welded. It's quite excellent work, except for the slight contour on the brazing here. You really wouldn't know that this car had been severed in half. I'm sure there's still a lot of it that's salvageable.
So, Al, what do you have to say for yourself before we bring you downtown?
Ray, he's your cousin.
He's twice removed.
Still driving that same old hunk of junk, huh?
Ange,
Don't let me interrupt. Just a woman with a dead Mustang. Hey, Al, try and remember to put the oil cap back on, okay?
Sure, Ange.
See ya.
Perhaps you're not ready to replace your old car.
she's a friend.
I see.
And it's none of your business.
Understood.
City Hall, are you crazy?
They have a responsibility to protect the rights of all urban dwellers.
Frazier, how many of those mutants who live in your building do you think actually vote?
Ray, City Hall has a responsibility to govern and protect all of its citizens, whether they vote or not. It's called the social contract.
Yeah, well, maybe in Canada there's an igloo for every Eskimo and a seal in every pot, but here in America, if it doesn't get votes, it's dog meat. Excuse me.
Make it good.
We have a complaint.
No, we don't.
Which is it?
We have an injustice.
Injustice is down the hall.
Look, Benny, if you want some help, you're going to have to register a dispute.
You sure?
Yes, well, that's what they do here. They handle disputes.
I won't be making a fuss.
Well, of course you will. That's the whole point.
Ah. I don't have to raise my voice, do I?
Look, there's no polite way to dispute. You just jump right in there.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. I demand... Well, no, I don't. I respectfully request... Well, no, actually, just speaking strictly for myself, Ray...
We have a slumlord who's trying to illegally evict a whole building full of poor people.
Thank you.
If that's the best you can do. Fill this out, take it upstairs to room 232. You'll need $1 for processing.
Thank you kindly.
Well, it's not as bleak as it seems.
You get our rent lowered?
No.
And you, landlord?
No, I'm afraid not.
Anything?
Well, not exactly, but I do think it's time for us to retain legal counsel
We can't afford the lawyer. I mean, it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
You got us into this.
Coming through. Got a point here. Coming through.
Yes, I realize that, but I firmly believe...
What now?
Thank you.
I'd read it first.
What? More rent?
No. We are hereby notified that payment is past due, and with service of this notice, our occupancy of these premises has been terminated.
What does it mean?
It means we've been evicted.
She's not going to help you. This is small potatoes, and she's a big journalist.
Well, she was very helpful the last time, as I recall.
Yeah, well, last time she thought you were a fraud. Fraud sells newspapers. Do-gooders do not.
You know, Ray, I think you're underestimating her. Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, everybody's not Mackenzie King. I'll wait.
There's no need.
You'll be back in 30 seconds?
I'll be fine.
All right.
Hey, this was supposed to be a test drive.
Just keep your shirt on, pal.
Bagels, Warren. Not muffins, not cheese, Danish, just a plain, honest-to-God water bagel.
You know, Mackenzie, there are reporters in Korea who would thank their boss for bringing them a rice-coated water beetle.
Warren, sweetie, I would eat a beetle for you any day on a bagel. Now here's a man who knows how to save a damsel in distress. You know what a bagel looks like, don't you, Fraser?
Yes, I am acquainted with it. Diefenbaker. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Canupa. He's, rude.
Are you kidding? I was just about to offer him a job.
Miss King, would you accompany me to lunch?
Forget the bagel.
Excuse me. Do I pay you to take Mounties out to lunch? I don't think so. I think I pay you to sit at that desk, work the phones, and come up with stories that'll sell papers. Am I making myself clear?
Excuse me a minute, please.
Yes.
Thanks.
I don't break stories by sitting on my duck phone. Am I making myself clear?
I'm ready now.
Oh, all right.
Thanks.
No! We won't go! Must go!
This is what I'm gonna win a Pulitzer Prize for? Laurel Hardy and the cast of Mother Courage?
They're a small group, but they're very dedicated.
They're pathetic, Fraser.
Yes, but in a good way. Another bagel? Where are the others?
I caught Mr. Cooper sneaking off with his bags packed. Some of the others, too. I had to drag the rest of them here.
Thank you. Mr. Taylor, I've been trying to reach you.
Constable, good to see you. Is this really necessary?
Well, yes. You see, apparently there's been a misunderstanding wherein you raised their rent beyond the capacity of the tenants to pay it. And apparently the superintendent is trying to have them evicted.
Building isn't rent controlled, is it?
Well, no.
And they were given the full 5 days allowable by law to meet their rent increase?
Yes.
Is it illegal for a businessman to make a profit on an investment?
You're taking away these people's homes.
You told me you wanted to improve your neighborhood. Last week, I purchased 4 tenements on your block. 2 of them were condemned. The other 2 should have been. I'm going to replace them with condominiums. And when I'm through, your neighborhood is going to be one of the finest in downtown Chicago.
You intend to demolish the entire block?
6 blocks.
What about the tenants?
Anybody who can afford the new buildings is welcome.
But they can't.
I know. Fraser, who do you think is putting the garbage in your halls to begin with? Miss King, how are things at the Guardian? I haven't read my stockholders report lately.
Don't tell me, you're the guy who voted out the free bagel delivery, right?
It's a pleasure.
I'm sure.
John Taylor. I should call Warren now. He's going to fire me.
You think our chances are slim?
Do you see this building? Donald Trump couldn't afford it. You are one man in a red suit.
Yes. I see what you mean.
Whoa, wait. You watch a lot of movies growing up in Pick or wherever you come from?
Some.
It's a Wonderful Life, right?
Yes, actually. 32 times.
Huh?
It was the Reverend's favorite film. Well, that and The Passion of Joan of Arc.
No, you see, that's why movies are dangerous, Fraser. They take young minds and twist them into believing things like courage and hope, and one man can make a difference. This may come as a shock to you and the Reverend, but real life is not a Frank Capra movie. Real life is money and bank accounts and politicians. People who pretend it's not end up out here in the streets with people like them. Are you listening?
Not really, no.
You're a bad influence on me, Bento. No smiling. What's the matter? Doesn't anybody limp?
Dennis, do you know the story of the three bears?
The three bears.
They went out picketing, left their homes unattended. Someone came along and shut off their heat, cut off their electricity, backed up their plumbing, changed all the locks.
Goldilocks?
It's an analogy.
It's cold out.
Who would you rather be? Goldilocks or one of the bears?
Come on. Little lollygag.
Good evening, Mr. Fraser.
These are the times that try men's souls. Thomas Paine. He wrote books. The Rights of Man, among others. Good night. Stop stealing the blanket. You're an Arctic wolf, for God's sake. You're getting soft. I hope you realize that.
Hey, that's mine. Look, I don't care who you guys are. You can't come here and break my stuff.
Thank you kindly. Now, perhaps you and your friend could
vacate this apartment building. Sorry, no can do.
You live here?
Do now? This apartment. I guess somebody forgot to pay his rent.
Diefenbaker.
Jack, put that away. You're gonna scare our new neighbors.
Hey, is this yours? Guess you forgot it.
Hope you seen your neighbor.
Rushton, Herrera, and Goldman. None of them have ties to Taylor. None of them on parole, no outstanding warrants.
What about Mr. Klein's furniture?
He refused to move it. They had the permission of the landlord. I mean, it's cruel, but it's not illegal.
So there's nothing the police can do?
Well, I can bring him in for questioning, give Taylor a warning, but sooner or later, if he wants you out, he's going to throw you out.
Friend.
She's also my ex-wife.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Why are you in this car with me?
Because you said you'd drive me.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Oh, well.
What do you do? Just shut the door, will you? Oh, okay, shut the door.
You want to get in on the action here? We got a deadline.
No lockouts here. See, right here in the pamphlet. No lockouts permitted by law.
This ain't no lockout. You people got rats in these apartments. Got to wait for the exterminators.
These rats in here. I saw you.
No, look, this is all legal. Mr. Taylor says everything happening here is legal.
Mr. lies.
They came into our apartments and said we broke the plumbing and wrecked everything. It's not true. Most of those things, they were wrecked when we came in.
He broke my window and he said I did it.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Hey, they're lying.
Don't do that.
All right, now we're talking.
Yes. Look at
Apron, head next time. I could use the
spoke with Taylor. He claims he never heard of Russian or the other two. He said the super must have put him up to it.
No, Dennis is stupid. He's not that stupid.
Well, Taylor isn't either. We're not going to have any convenient check stubs to tie him to this.
Mr. Mustafi, look, it's all right. They're not going to be back.
Tonight, maybe. What about tomorrow? Am I supposed to sit in my apartment and wait for somebody to try to kill me?
Listen, if you leave now, you will lose your home. The best thing we can do is stand here and fight.
You fight. I'm not like you.
Some things you can fix. Some things maybe you shouldn't try.
I appreciate you seeing me, Mr. Potter.
You want something?
Oh, yes, sir, I do. My neighbors, your former tenants, they're being evicted from their homes. It would appear that Mr. Taylor has been less than honest about his intentions.
Disappointing.
Oh, yes, it is. He intends to demolish the building, the entire block, in fact.
This gives you pause. Huh? You're beginning to wonder if you did the right thing.
No, sir.
Nonsense! You saw glory, little people rising up, throwing off the yoke of tyranny.
The people don't like to succeed, Fraser.
It's a lot of responsibility. Think of it. You tell a man he's going to die, he can accept that. You've given him a certainty. You ask that same man to take a gamble, to risk everything he has, even if the prize was a fountain of youth itself. He'd sooner roll over in the ditch than take that chance.
Not every man.
No. Some are just plain dense, like you.
Sir, I would like you to buy the building back from Mr. Taylor.
You would?
Yes, I would, sir.
Waste money on lawyers' fees? Don't be stupid. I made a handsome profit on that sale. And as for the building, it's a dump, not worth the land it's standing on. If I hadn't found me a buyer, I'd have raised it myself, just to save the taxes. You can leave now. Yeah. Throw another log on before you go. It's cold in here.
Yes, I would imagine it is.
Get out!
Ray, do you think I expect too much from people?
Well, take our climbing up the side of this building, for example.
Okay.
Is the building on fire?
No.
Is there a helpless person trapped up on the roof?
No.
Is there a hostage to rescue?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
And we're climbing this building because?
Oh, I see. Because I expect too much from people.
Exactly.
Well, that and the fact that the doors to the council chambers were closed until after question period, this seemed the only way that we could gain access.
Ranger! Ranger!
Oh, sorry. Here. All right?
Yeah, no problem.
That concludes the scheduled agenda for this meeting. We'll now proceed to open the floor for question period. Will anyone who wishes to address the council please form a line to the left of the podium?
How did you get in?
Wait to be recognized.
I opened the back door.
First speaker, please state your name.
Listen, I spoke to the chairwoman. She said no go. Turns out Taylor has legal building permits, legal demolition permits, and I suspect he's greased some pretty significant palms.
We are under attack by an enemy so insidious that if we don't act immediately, we risk everything. All the work that we do as a community, all the time we put in to make it safe for people to live in is now in grave danger.
It's a threat, I tell you. A threat to every man, woman, and child living in the greater Chicago area. Certainly there are those who will scoff, those who will jeer. But they are urban dwellers. They have yet to experience the scourge of the suburbs, the breeding death, the blight we call crabgrass.
Time's up, buddy.
Excuse me, according to parliamentary law, I have the floor.
You have the floor?
Yes, I have the floor.
He's right, Ray. He does have the floor.
Now he has the floor.
You kicked him. No, I didn't. The man is unconscious. You lost him.
The chair recognizes...
Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
No, I'm not. I mean, not now. At least not officially. I mean, ordinarily, yes, I am. I am a mounted policeman, but I'm not here in any official capacity.
May I ask why you are here?
Yes, Madam Chair. Sir, earlier this evening, a man told me that people would prefer their own death rather than risk everything for an ideal. And this is something I find extremely difficult to reconcile.
And you came here because...
I didn't know where else to go. You are the people's elected representatives, and if we can't trust your judgment, who can we trust?
What exactly is your quandary, sir?
My neighbors are being evicted from their homes. A certain businessman, Mr. John Taylor.
Mr. Taylor's development plans are a matter of record, Constable, and if you need further explanation, I suggest that you speak to the city clerk's office.
I'm well aware of Mr. Taylor's plans, sir. No, my question actually is for you. Why did you approve them?
Do you represent anyone besides yourself, Constable?
Sir?
These other tenants, your neighbors, where are they tonight?
Well, they are not here tonight. They were unable to attend.
So you're only here to speak for yourself, and these 50 tenants, for all we know, they may not even exist.
No, I assure you, sir, that really is not the situation.
Time.
Excuse me?
Time. Time's up. Step down.
Oh, sorry, I don't understand.
Each speaker has 1 minute, Constable, and I'm afraid if you wish to say any more, you'll have to come back tomorrow night. May we have the next speaker, please?
Point of order, Madam Chairman.
We'll get to you, sir.
But my question...
I'm afraid those are the rules.
Step down, please.
But I... No.
Step down, please.
No, I'm afraid I can't do that.
This is my minute. You are using my minute.
No. You see, your minute was incredibly boring, so it was canceled.
Constable, I'm going to have to insist that you leave the podium.
No.
Excuse me?
With all due respect, sir, I refuse to yield the floor.
Point of personal privilege, madam.
That man is exhausted?
Oh, God, a filibuster. He's going to filibuster.
What?
He's going to talk us to death. We'll be here all night.
I don't have time for that. I'm a city councilman, for God's sakes. Got a golf game in the morning.
You know you're wasting your time.
Possibly.
The best you're going to get is a bad case of laryngitis.
Probably.
Lozenges?
Cherry flavored?
On my way.
Thank you kindly.
I could have packed the place if you waited for the morning edition.
What about a TV crew?
And Lucy exclusive? No.
American Crisis. My grandmother gave me that book for my birthday.
Do unto thy neighbor. You would have thought at least some of them would have shown.
But my grandmother failed to see how rooting about in the dirt with a toy bulldozer was going to broaden my horizons. I was resentful, naturally. So the next day I took the present and I attempted to feed it to a passing walrus. Successfully, I might add.
Oh, God.
At least you didn't start with Geronimo.
Anybody want to make an easy 50? All right, how about 100? 100 apiece. All you got to do is listen to some Canadian quote an American revolutionary.
Which revolutionary?
Like it makes a difference? $100 upstairs.
For my 7th birthday, I I requested a go-kart, but I received a book. My 8th birthday, I wanted a Johnny 7, but again, I received another book. On my 9th birthday, I wanted a guppy, but again, I received another book. And finally, by my 11th birthday, I realized that my toy box contained virtually no toys at all. Rather, it was lined with some of the most seditious reading material available through mail order.
All right, anybody else? Come on, I got free money here. $100 to listen to some Canadian quote an American revolutionary. Thank you very much. Upstairs, council chambers.
No, I haven't been drinking. Look, you got 10 minutes to get a camera crew down here, or I call WPOV and give him one hell of a scoop. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't do that. My word is my bond. Fine. Jesus. Hi, Mari. Hi. Mackenzie King here. Listen, you got 10 minutes to get a camera crew down to City Hall, or I call Jack over at WZMR and give him one hell of a scoop. No, I haven't been drinking.
You always give money to strangers.
This is better than money. This is a 1972 Buick Riviera, or what's left of it.
You should have kept the money.
That summer, my grandmother took me swimming. The water had risen to just above freezing, and I clung to her as we waded deeper into the river. I'd never before noticed the burn marks she had on her upper arms and on her shoulders. When I asked her how she'd come by them, she said simply that she had been burned. Later, my father told me the full story. My grandmother was 19, and she was teaching in a small Inuit village when a fire swept through and it surrounded them. Their only means of escape was through a river that had been torn by rapids. And most of the adults died because they were too afraid to brave the water. But my grandmother was supported by an idea, and with this idea, she led the children deeper into the river. They clung to her as she held on to the roots of a tree as it burned above them. The heat was so intense that it melted most of her hair and left second-degree burns on her upper body. If she had let go, they all would have been swept away. But she didn't let go, and they survived. My grandmother maintained that it was not the river that saved them. Rather, it was an idea. The harder the conflict, more glorious the triumph. What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only that gives everything its value. Thomas Paine. Subsequently, I made a concerted effort to work my way through my grandmother's library, although I have to confess that
You've got our attention, Constable. Proceed.
Oh, come on. It's either you or old Crabgrass.
You're not fooling anyone. Not one of these people live in my building.
Well, how would you know? Did you take the time to shake their hands or learn their names?
I have their names. There are files.
Well, congratulations. I have camera crews, and in these halls, perception is 9/10 of the law.
I'll win this in court, and you know it. Oh, good, you're here. Give the chairman the list of the tenants' names.
I couldn't find it.
What?
I looked through my files. All I could find was this.
It's a lease.
Potter gave it to me when he made me super. 10 years, no increase. It's got 4 years left to run.
Well, at least you'll have a roof over your head, Dennis.
You know, Detective Baker, you could be just a little nicer. If I still got a roof over my head, then so does he. And so does everyone who lives there.
And I believe it was Geronimo who said, "It is my land, my home, my father's land, to which I now ask to be allowed to return."
No one can tear down that building unless I say so.
You're a good man, Dennis. Madam Chairperson, point of order. Some new evidence has come to light in this case regarding the tenants.
Dennis, you realize you're fired. Stuff it in your ear, Goldilocks.
City Council hereby suspends Mr. Taylor's development plans until further notice. The eviction orders are revoked.
The world and all our woes, loss of Eden, till one greater man restore us and regain.
You can stop now.
Oh. Thank you.
I can't believe I let you do this to me again.
I was kind of surprised myself.
Never again, understand?
Understood.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Goodbye.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks.
Thank you kindly.
You owe me.
How much?
How much?
How much do I owe you?
Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Well, that's completely irrational. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, but we can always get you another one. Yes, I realize it was your favorite, but some things are worth the sacrifice. Oh. Ingrate.
We heard your place was a mess. You really should set a better example, you know.
Understood. Come on.
Painting, dusty. Want a garbage bag?
It's a wonder I'm still here at all. Someday you'll wake up and you'll find
So what do you think?
yourself.
This is what you spent our savings on.
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah. Well, I bought it for you.
Frey, it's a 1972 Buick Riviera. It's the car of your dreams. You bought it for me?
Yeah. I mean, can't we both have the same dreams?
Okay, so when do I get to drive it?
When do you get to drive it?
Yeah. When?
All right. Now.
Okay.
Well, not now.
Oh. Not now. Maybe later now. I mean, like never now? Like maybe not in your lifetime now?
Oh, come on. Let's not go there. Come on, let me kiss.
Why?
Because you love the car?
I don't.
You will.
In your dreams.
Ray. Yes, Al.
Well,
I'll give you $1,000.
Ray.
Come on, Al. It's all I got left. Come on.
Deal.
You get it washed.
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
You really should be setting an example, Ray. I mean, you stand for the rule of law, and there, you just did it again. Did what? You know perfectly well what. No, I don't. You just made a turn without indicating. I wouldn't do that. You just did. You're seeing things. I'm not seeing things, Ray. You made a left-hand turn at that intersection, and you didn't use your... There! You just did it again. Did what? You know, perhaps I'm reading too much into matters, but it would appear that you're doing this on purpose.
God, it really annoys you, doesn't it?
I just don't think it's very safe.
Hey! You're slobbering all over the upholstery. I just got this car. What are you, safety dog?
It's not your driving habits, Ray. Look.
What is it, crime going down? Dispatch, this is Detective Vecchio.
Mark Smithbaum.
You want me to report a hockey player?
Well, he's a very big fan.
Oh, yeah, what does he want, his autograph?
It'll just take a little while. You stay here, I'll get it for you. He'd only embarrass himself.
You gotta be kidding me. Just a radio check, dispatch. I'm guessing you two don't meet a lot of celebrities.
Well, we were inspected by the assistant to the deputy commissioner of the RCMP once.
Oh, that must have been pretty special. Now, I meet celebrities every day, and you can't make a big deal of it.
Really? Like who?
Plenty of celebrities. Big celebrities. Lou Ferrigno, for one. Point is, they're people just like you and me. Only they're a lot richer, nastier, and more obnoxious. Hey, not Lou, he's a prince, but the others.
Well, people like to talk about famous people, Ray, and it's not always good.
Well, it's not always wrong.
I'll just be a minute.
No, don't make a big deal.
Open it up! With the door!
This isn't worth it, son. And before you continue, I suggest you consider the consequences. Hey, you see, Ray, sometimes if you just... Hey, Mark, it's okay. You just...
What a jerk, man. I'm gonna run him down and bust him.
No.
Why? Because he's a hockey star?
No, because he was my best friend.
Ray, that was a stop sign.
I stopped.
Thank you. You know, he probably assumed that I was an accomplice.
You're making a lot of excuses for this guy, Benny.
No, I'm not. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. There is a difference.
What he doesn't need is more benefits. You know what a place like this costs? This guy must be pulling down 7 figures for playing one of the stupidest sports ever invented. Every time I pick up the paper, he's whining about his knee, complaining about this, moaning about that.
Hockey is a very demanding sport, Ray.
Oh, give me a break. I was just being polite calling it a sport. You know what hockey's like? Hockey is like figure skating with clubs. Hey, you want an autograph? Shut your yap.
So, we have a masked male of indeterminate height and weight carrying a big gun. Shouldn't be too hard to crack this one.
The guy was trying to kill me.
So you said.
I was 2 blocks from a police station. Are you people so incompetent you can't even police 2 blocks?
Men called us incompetent, Huey.
Yes, he did, Lewis.
You want to know a fact? Every time I take a slap shot, I put more money into this economy than you will earn in your lifetimes. Okay? You think the city can afford to let something happen to me? What I think is you ought to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
Dawn Cherie, I'm media relations for Mr. Smith-Bauer. I just need to take a second. Shut your mouth.
Someone's trying to kill me and they send these 2 morons?
I don't care if they're Chip and Dale. You let me talk to them. That is my job. Unless, of course, you want to completely ruin your career.
I didn't know you were covering liquor store jobs now, Louie. I thought that would be beneath you.
A lot of things are beneath me, Becky. You're talking to you who's right at the bottom.
The man called in attempted murder.
The man has a serious ego problem.
No one tried to kill this guy?
Mr. Smith-Bauer stopped an armed robbery, that's all. He appreciates your concern, but doesn't want this to turn into a media circus.
Excuse me.
He appreciates our concern. Does he also appreciate wasting our time?
Hi.
What happened?
Oh, you mean, well, you hit me with a bottle.
I hit a cop.
Oh, actually, I'm not a police officer in this.
You're not a cop? See, this is my problem right here. I have no security.
Yeah, and I'll bet he doesn't have a lot of friends either.
I'm a friend of Detective Vecchio's.
Oh, yeah, right, okay, fine. Whatever you need. Who's it to, huh?
Diefenbaker.
Nothing like old friends, huh, Fraser? It's good to know no matter how many years apart, you can still get an 8x10 glossy out of them.
Well, it's been a long time, Ray. There's no reason to assume he'd remember me.
Yeah, more excuses.
He's my friend, Ray.
After further consideration, I've changed my mind, sir. I do not believe it was a robbery.
Liquor store, mask, gun. You think we're jumping to conclusions, do you?
Yes, sir, I do. The gunman, sir, he was wearing a cashmere jacket, and he was driving a black Cadillac. These are kind of expensive things for a 2-bit hood, would you not say so, sir?
Detective, I'm surprised you haven't picked up on that little-known fact about thieves. They usually don't pay for things.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said to him, sir.
Who?
Nobody, sir.
This wouldn't have anything to do with the Mountie, would it? I mean, I think we're perfectly capable of finding enough crime in Chicago without his help. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir, I totally agree. The Mountie has nothing to do with this, sir. Apparently, something was open, sir.
Would that be anything in particular?
Yes, sir. It was the cash register, sir. He apparently it was open, sir, and he made no attempt to go for it, which means, how could he, have been there to,
That would be the register with all the well-armed people around it.
Yeah, that would be the one, sir.
Detective, I think we need to have a discussion.
Oh, I thought we were, sir.
In private.
Excuse me, can you tell us where we might find Mark Smith-Bauer?
You see a Winnebago around here? Looks larger than most single-family dwellings.
Anderson, didn't you test these sticks? Well...
I'm afraid they can't offer you police protection.
So what's the deal? They sent a Mountie to guard a national treasure?
I'm sorry, no.
Like that somehow surprises me. Anything else?
You don't remember me, do you?
Diefenbaker, right?
No, that's my wolf.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I meet a lot of people.
I understand.
So where'd we meet?
Inuvik.
You gotta be wrong. I haven't been there since... I don't know how old I was.
13. We used to play hockey on the pond behind your dad's barn.
No kidding, huh?
Every day after school. And you'd never let anybody leave. As a matter of fact, when it got dark, you'd pull out your dad's tractor and you'd turn on the lights, and we'd stay there till somebody's folks showed up and made us go home and do our homework. But usually it was my grandmother.
You think I'd remember something like that, eh?
Well, you've traveled a long way since then. Oh, I owe you $5.
What?
When we were 13, we made a bet. Who would get his face on a rookie card first? I've been wanting to give this to you for a long time.
Yeah, that's the only dream I ever had, eh? When my rookie card came out, I went and I bought a dozen. Yeah, first and last ones I ever had.
They're worth a lot of money now.
They were when I sold them. Hey, listen, you want to do some moonlighting?
I'm sorry?
I need a bodyguard. Maybe you could use the extra money. $25 an hour?
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually...
Make it 30. Hey, who wants to play some hockey, eh?
So he wants you to be his bodyguard, huh?
I believe so, yes.
Take the money. He loves to spend it.
He also seems very generous with his time. It must be a real thrill for these kids.
I'm sure it's just a happy coincidence that every major newspaper in the city is here covering his altruism.
We're in short. Hey, give Barney a pair of skates there.
Oh, no. I haven't played hockey since I was...
It's all right, dude.
John, do you think you can make him come a little closer? Mark! Stand front, Mark! I'm open, Mark! Mark! Over here! I'm open! Over here, Mark! I'm open, Mark! Mark, I'm open! Mark, over here! Come on! Mark, I'm open!
Thanks, Mark.
That's it, Mark! Hey, Mark, where are you going?
Game's over, kids.
You got quite a game going, Mark. Seems a shame to cut it short.
They can play without me.
But they're here because of you.
Thousands of kids play hockey in this city. These ones have had their thrill. See, Don. So make sure you get paid.
And that's just from today. So you were a friend of Mark's, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, it simply doesn't make any sense for someone to want to hurt Mark. I mean, he's a hero. One of the few that this country has left, and I work too damn hard and get paid too damn well to make sure he stays that way. Have you ever done any product endorsements?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Has anyone ever told you that you have phenomenal bone structure?
Yes, a starving Inuit. Miss Charest, if nobody intends to hurt Mark, then I'm quite probably wasting my time.
Well, it's his money to waste.
Oh, I have no intention of taking his money.
You don't have a bad side. Sign with me, and I'll make you a very rich man.
Ma'am, if there is someone out there who means to harm Mark, then as you say, we may lose a hero, and I don't think we can afford that.
You're serious?
Yes.
I don't want any police involvement.
If there has been a threat to Mark, then the authorities should be alerted.
No. If I give you this, it goes no further. News of one nutcase can cost a guy like Mark a fortune in endorsements. Those are my terms, Constable.
All right.
I figured it was just some kook, you know. Nothing dangerous, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
One more thing. My card. I really could do wonderful things with you.
Well, yes, officially, it is off the record, but I thought you'd be concerned.
I never get unofficially concerned.
Well, what I was hoping is that your forensics people could check the letters out.
What's the matter? Haven't you tasted everything yet?
Ray, the writer of this letter keeps referring to something that hurt the sport.
Yeah, look, I got a ton of work. Forensics has got a ton of work. Go do something else.
I understand, Ray.
What?
These kind of letters are usually solo efforts, but this writer keeps saying, we saw it.
Look, everybody in Chicago sees every move that this guy makes, all right? Half of his life has been televised.
That's it. Thank you, Ray.
Hey, Benny!
Lucky for you, I tape all these games, huh?
Yeah, we're lucky.
Excuse me, ma'am. I got a note that the Mountie... Hey, Benny.
Come on in, Detective.
Hey, how you doing? Well, 12 straight hours of hockey seems like a bit much even for you, Frazier.
14.
Yeah, well, you guys been wasting your time here. I've been down at forensics lab wasting mine.
No prints?
Too many. A dozen or so postal workers and 4 or 5 people down at Smith Bauer's PR office.
Shoot, you jerk!
The guy can't hear you. The game was played over 2 weeks ago.
Your friend know nothing about hockey?
Smith Bauer has it again through the goal crease. Oh, and he
Ah, jeez, he should have shot.
He loses possession back in the net, and New York able to take the puck and clear it. Less than 2 minutes to go in regulation. This game tied up at 2. Smith Bauer, right wing side, over the blue line, winds up. Oh, that puck goes nowhere. New York able to clear it out to center. Oh, Mark, there's no place for those kind of childish antics in this game.
So do we solve the case?
Cleared out to the
Maybe.
blue line, and now to the center.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer.
And it takes it down to Schaefer. Schaefer into the blue line and inside the zone. Schaefer in on goal, backhand scores!
16,000 fans screaming in unified hatred against one man, and you think you heard what one of them said?
No, I think I saw what one of them said.
Like that's easier.
I suppose not.
All right, we'll take the tape down to the lab. Those tech nerds can do unbelievable things. You point to the seat, and they'll cut out every other voice in the arena. Frazier!
Up here, Ray.
I thought you read lips.
Oh, not like she can. Grace loves the opera, but she can't afford to sit close.
Yeah, but she's deaf.
Well, that doesn't mean she can't enjoy good music.
Really? No, I thought it did.
Looks like you hurt Mike somebody. Stuff to make out.
childish antics in this game.
No, it's, you hurt my kid.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
No, not once you get to know him.
So great, we got our man. Now, all we got to do is ID him. I'm going to take this video down to the lab and they're going to... Fraser! This way.
That's it. Blow Up, 1966, Antonioni.
I love that movie, Travolta, right?
No, that was Blowout. Blow Up is this great movie about a photographer who accidentally takes a picture of a murder, but he's not exactly sure what he has, right? So he blows up the photo to figure out what's going on. It's a great movie. I have no idea what the Yardbirds are doing in it, though.
Would you be able to do that for us?
Sure, yeah, but it's not going to do any good. Excuse me for a second. Sir, you don't want to rent this film. The director didn't even get a cut. Now, Antonioni was working with film. You guys are stuck with tape. 720 pixels across, and if you have 50 people to the screen, that's 14 pixels per face, which means you're looking at like 2 pixels per nose. And no matter how much I blow up the image, each nose is going to look like 2 little dots. It's going to be pretty hard to distinguish between noses if they look like 2 little dots.
All I need to know is how far his seat is from the aisle.
Yeah, that I can do.
Elaine, section C, row 12, seat 7. I need to know if it's owned by a season's ticket holder.
Police!
Let me see your badge. Hello?
Hello, son. Is your father home?
Do you know where he is?
He said he had something for Mark.
This building is designed for quality sightlines, 16,000 perfect shots.
You get the players out of the line of fire, I'll search the building.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but you'll be back on the ice as soon as we get the necessary security measures in place. What's going on?
I'll be right with you.
He's all right.
He's not upstairs, but the security door appears to have been tampered with.
Not too smart using a stick to attack a player in full gear.
I wasn't attacking him!
Yeah, and I'm not arresting you either.
Look, I just wanted to put it in his face. He can't do that and get away with it.
So I look like I'm interested. You have the right to remain silent. Why don't you use it?
Where's the stick? I mean, see for yourself. I mean, it was scored right where he broke it in a straight line. I mean, why do you think he threw it away?
So, did you get the guy?
Yes. The stick he attacked you with,
It's right here.
You can see it?
Maybe somebody picked it up. I'll ask around.
His son was hit by a broken stick you threw at him.
Really? Why didn't somebody say something?
I think he tried. He also said you cut your own stick.
Why the hell would I do that?
I don't know.
Hey, sticks break every day in every way you can imagine, okay? I'm sorry about his kid. I would have sent him a jersey or something, but the guy's a wacko, okay? He comes up to me with the stick and I'm supposed to, like, take him seriously?
Mark.
Are you saying you believe this guy? Is that what you're saying, huh? You're not being paid to care about nuts. You're supposed to be watching after me. Where the hell were you anyway?
I think you're laboring under misapprehension. I'm not taking your money. I'm doing this as a friend.
Friends, I got plenty of, okay? I got people I shook hands with once, and all of a sudden they're best buddies. I don't need any more friends. I need someone I can count on. I need a bodyguard. And if you're gonna do the job, just do it and shut up, okay?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured, pal.
Well, if he's the man you're worried about, then you don't really need me, do you?
You saw what happened to the car. How the hell you explain that?
Oh, you want to report an accident? Well, that's downstairs. This is major crimes.
He came right at me.
Look, we arrested the guy with the stick. Guess what? He was in jail when this happened.
That's obviously somebody else, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if we arrested everybody who hated you, we pretty much have to shut down this city.
Yeah, well, it's your job to protect me.
Well, we seem to have a difference of opinion. And watch this closely. Case open, case closed. Want to see it in slow motion?
You know, if this was anyone else on the team, you'd be on them around the clock.
Ironic, isn't it?
Three days after the robbery, I had Mewitt cornered near the base of Copper Canyon. Mewitt wasn't a strong man, but he didn't have to be. He had a gun. And I'd lost mine while falling 50 feet down the canyon wall. To be a free man, Mewitt only had to do one thing: kill me. They say that every man has a price at which he'll do anything. I like to think it's the other way around. Every man has a line he won't cross over no matter what the cost. The only problem was, I didn't know exactly where Mewitt's line was, and neither did he.
Hello, Ben. You live like this? Somebody's still after me.
You should go to the police.
Yeah, I did. They're not big fans of mine.
You don't seem to engender friendship, do you?
Well, in my experience, friends stay around just long enough to see you get what they think you deserve.
Maybe so.
I need your help.
I really can't help you.
Looks like I'm not the only one who changed, eh?
Unless you tell me the truth.
I don't know what's going on, Ken. I really don't know. Okay, look, it was a couple weeks ago. I was approached by two men who wanted me to throw a game. They wouldn't take no for an answer. They've been after me ever since.
The February 26th game? Yeah. I watched the tape. You know, you had a better shot when you were 13.
Well, I'm 34 now, okay? I'm slowing down. My shot's starting to go. I blew my knee out so many times I can hardly walk without a brace. Next time will probably be the last time.
Some people might consider that to be strong motivation to take the money.
Did you watch the end of the tape? Did you watch the last 4 seconds? I scored the winner unassisted. That's not too smart of a thing to do if I'm trying to throw a game, is it?
I think you should stay here tonight.
Here?
So how's your dad?
Oh, he's great. I bought him a house up there in Sylvan Lake. I go home every Christmas unless I got a game. Can you make him stop staring at me?
No, I'm afraid that's impossible.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your father, huh?
You heard about that?
You remember Henry Duckett?
Yeah.
He dropped by when I first got into town. He couldn't wait to talk about old times.
I thought I heard he was in prison.
Yeah, real estate front. I was just one of the long list of friends. You know what I miss?
What?
Looking for a puck in a snowbank.
You could drive it 8 feet in.
Well, that was packing snow, too.
You know, I used to think he'd miss the net on purpose just to see how far he could drive it into the bank.
You know, when you came by, I remembered you. You know that.
I know.
Too much. I can't sleep.
What is it?
It's 7 p.m.
Hey, come on, get on the ice! I brought some extra skates. Don't you want to play?
Oh, thanks anyway. I'm still a little sore from the last time.
Turk brought a big-time bookie. Matches description, same with the car. But do you really believe his story?
Of course.
Nah, something's not right here, Frazier. When Smith Bauer told Broder that he wasn't going to take their money, Broder wouldn't have been in the game. Either someone else is after him,
Or?
or he took the money.
No, you're wrong, Ray. I know this man.
You knew this man. People change, Frazier.
Not who they are.
Lots of things change people. Success, money, the city. When did you last see him?
We were 13.
Puberty changes people.
You don't know this man, Ray. Hockey is all he ever wanted. He'd never cross that line.
All right. Where's Broder?
Unless you've got a warrant, Detective, which I sincerely doubt, I'd appreciate if you leave my establishment. You're scaring the patrons.
Yeah, they look petrified.
Forget it, Smiley.
Let him keep it. He ain't gonna do anything stupid in here. So talk.
What happened? You get cleaned out already?
No. I never gamble, Detective Vecchio. Now, what can I do for you?
Mark Smith Bauer. Leave him alone.
Why would I be interested in some hockey player?
You're not going to force him to do anything.
Look around here, Detective. You see anybody tied to their chair? Nobody makes anybody do business with me.
You telling me you're in business with Mark Smith Bauer?
Detective, people play poker in my establishments. I'm not greedy. Just take my share of the pots. Someone bets on their home team. Hey, I lay off on the visitors. Why would I do anything else?
Maybe you own the game.
No, that's not a smart thing to do. Too many things can go wrong. I found out that people can be very unpredictable.
Let me give you a fair warning. The Mounties watching Smith Bauer. And I'm watching you.
Oh, see? Now you're scaring me too. Now, if you kindly excuse me, I have some business to attend to. Hello?
Yeah, they're coming out now.
Thank you. You fix the car.
Set.
You remember that? 4 miles through blizzards? To the rink, 4 miles back home? Uphill, both ways. Let's walk, okay?
Hey, we're gonna walk, okay?
It's 20 below.
He sounds like your grandmother, this guy, huh? Hey! What, huh? You don't have a chance, my friend. Hey!
controlled skid. Want to ride? Hop in the back.
No thanks, Ray. I think it's probably safer on foot.
You got a minute? I need to discuss some business with you.
I'll be up ahead.
Spoke to the Turk.
Really?
Look, he told me... I don't think I scared him off.
Well, I appreciate the attempt. Although I do question the legality of it.
Look, Fraser, remember what I told you what the city does to people?
What is it, Ray?
That's nothing. Look, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him, all right?
Thanks.
Hey, Benny. Be careful.
I will.
Job. Wax the detail. Do you have any idea what windows for a Buick Riviera cost?
Thought you went home.
Oh, you're welcome.
Give me your jersey.
What's going on?
They'll assume that I'm you.
You can't outskate a car. Oh, you sure as hell can't outskate a bullet. My bullet's my problem, okay?
Your knee. You're not wearing your brace.
Yeah, I just wear it for sympathy anyway.
Forget it. I always was faster than you.
At what?
Lacing.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here because I can't skate at all. Okay, I'll cover. Go, 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 go! Thanks for that in the game. Shots fired! 25th and Warfare! Officer needs assistance! Stay with me, big guy. We were basketball players, we'd be dead. Officer in pursuit of black Cadillac in pursuit of two guys on ice skates. Why is that so hard to believe?
You all right?
My knee. Go on, get out of here. You can't skate them, carry me. Go, come on, go.
You're right.
What?
Nice shot.
Thanks.
the blue line, winds up. That puck goes nowhere. New York able to clear it out to center.
Do you want me to skip Ed to Mark's goal?
No, thank you. Actually, could you back it up a little bit? There.
New York looking to apply some pressure. Getting the puck into the Chicago zone. That's Kentner on the right wing. Looks for Scott in front of the net, but it rolls into the goal crease. And that will be held by Chicago for a faceoff coming up to the left of their goal. Both teams have played very tight in this hockey game. Good forechecking on both ends.
Evening, Diefenbaker. He's relentless, isn't he? Unfortunately, yes. I just came by to make a friend. You're welcome. You took the money from Broda, didn't you?
How can you say that? You saw the tape. I scored the winner. What are you talking about?
I needed the cash badly. I didn't think it mattered. I didn't think anything mattered anymore. And for 59 minutes, I did exactly what they wanted. And then the crowd started counting down the seconds. And I was back on that pond. And nothing in my whole life mattered more than those last 9 seconds. It didn't seem to make much difference when I told them I could keep the money. You gonna turn me in?
Well, unless Broda testifies against himself, then there's no evidence of a conspiracy, so no.
Look, the guy had it all and he flushed it all away. He deserves what he got.
A lifetime suspension? Are you kidding? This is a sport where you get a couple of games for trying to take a guy's head off.
Do you feel bad for the guy?
No, he's a jerk.
Let it go, Frazier. People like to talk about celebrities.
They're not always wrong. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Ben.
Sorry it had to turn out this way.
Damn, this is the only way it could have turned out. I brought you something. My entire career in cards? That must have set you back a few bucks, eh?
$3.50. Canadian. I got them as they came out. Seeing your face on them made me feel proud.
I can't take these, eh?
No, I'm still proud. Besides, I've got a whole nother set of them back at home.
Hey. Thanks.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Hey, if I can find those pucks, check your path?
You can't find them.
Sure I can.
No, you can't, because I won't let you. I'm going to find each and every one of them, and then you can have them all. There's one. Want me to autograph it for you?
He's somebody.
Nah. You want to play a little?
It's kind of dark, isn't it?
Okay, Ray.
know there are 38 outdoor ponds in downtown Chicago?
That's right, what took you. All right, Canadians against Americans, eh?
You two Canadians?
Yep.
That's not fair.
He's right. You can have him. He's from the United States.
Okay. When we get 2 goals.
I'll give you 3, eh?
As I walked him out of the canyon, Mewitt hadn't a thing to say. He almost seemed surprised that he hadn't shot me. It's funny. Some men don't know where their line is until they're committed to crossing it. And then it's usually too late.
High winds north and the sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
Boss of the main railroad, which I'll buy.
One phone call. I told you, no phone.
I want to order a pizza.
You had pizza.
So I want to order another pizza.
To lay a murder charge against Van Zandt, even though the body of his alleged victim has never been found. Tomorrow, the prosecution is expected to wrap up its case with the testimony of a mystery witness.
Hey, they were just going to talk about me.
Heard enough talk about you. It's your turn now. Roll.
I got to go to the can.
Leave the door open.
I can't go when anyone's watching.
If you're pea shot in, don't go.
Hey, you know, you guys are stone dry. You know that? How about some women? How about some booze?
Look, I told you no women, no booze, no gambling, okay? No booze, no women, no gambling.
How about some soda? I got a little crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab you a soda from the machine. What's the knock?
Once, twice, once.
One lousy drink. I'm going to get killed tomorrow.
I know you're going to be fine, Mr. Jones. You have the full protection of the state of Illinois. You'll be relocated with a new identity.
Van Zandt wants me. He'll find me.
Mr. Van Zandt is going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
And I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking over my shoulders, pirouetting down the street like Nureyev in case there's someone behind me. I'm dead.
Chicago PD! Stay down.
Special investigator Handler.
My tie! Put that psycho on a leash. What the hell do you think you're doing?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You are actually an hour early.
Not to mention the secret knock of which there was none.
There seems to be no harm done.
Jones still in one piece?
He is, yes.
Well, consider yourself relieved.
You ought to try decaf, Vecchio. Huh?
Are you hungry?
Well, I suppose I could. No, he wasn't talking to you.
I'll call Victorious. Hand me my phone.
Your phone?
Yeah.
I don't have your phone.
Jones.
Yeah?
Vecchio. Where's Jones?
He's in the can.
Open up.
Well, Two-Tone Jones.
He's clean.
Come on, Nick's waiting.
Thanks for seeing me, Nick. I'm sure we'll be able to straighten out this misunderstanding. Me testify against you.
No way. That's correct.
Freezer, this makes no sense. Why would he go to Van Zandt's? He'd kill him.
Well, I'll admit it's something of a long shot, but it is possible that Mr. Jones is looking to negotiate a deal.
That phone cost me $200.
Oh, well, I see we're not the only ones with this idea.
That's far enough, gentlemen. It's still my operation. Deploy some men around the back.
All right. Take a couple around back.
Your presence won't be necessary.
Oh, that's rich. They lose the witness and our presence won't be necessary. Love that.
Oh, man. You gotta be kidding. He says that no one's even seen Digger for a couple of days. Now, what the hell are we gonna do? Oh, man. But you look at this. You gotta be kidding. How are we supposed to get rid of a body without Digger? I don't know. Just let me think a minute.
Yeah, the excrement is just about to hit the air conditioner. The officers who raided Van Zandt's restaurant could not come up with any evidence that Jones was there. Testy's out. But the state's attorney's office has lost their star witness the night before he's supposed to testify. Now, they lost him. It's our job to find him. Miss Vecchio.
Oh. Bruno's fine meats.
I asked the second cars to keep a lookout for Jones. But I think the probabilities of him still being vertical is slim to none.
Stupid bastard.
Hey, Ray, where's Frazier?
Let me think. He's right there.
Dutch, fill me in on this Johnson case.
I went by his crib and he was already in the wind, split with his two shorties in his main squeeze. I'm vibing then. He blazed for the boy.
Okay, stay on this important case.
You know.
Ray, do you recall that car we saw last night at Van Zandt's restaurant?
It's a large city, Frazier. We passed a lot of cars.
This car was particularly nice.
He's just arrived for you. So, who are they from? Oh, they're just from somebody well, nobody really knows I know him. You know, it's not because I'm ashamed, because I'm not. He's actually very, very handsome and gorgeous, actually, is what he is. It's just that I kind of like someone before, and I just can't even believe that I liked this person because I am so not interested in this person anymore. As a matter of fact, I think I have to go to the bathroom.
Now, the car I'm referring to, Ray, is a bronze 1984 LTD Crown Victoria with a body filler over the wheel well, mismatching snow tires, RCW 139, stalled at the intersection. Now, it was reported stolen 2 hours ago.
What does this have to do with anything?
It could be a coincidence, I suppose. Could be.
No. It was actually stolen last night. I just didn't notice it until this morning.
Excuse me, it's probably just me, but if you only noticed the car missing 3 hours ago, how can you be sure it was stolen last night?
Right. Well, the thing is, I was going to go out to the store late last night for some milk and cookies, but I didn't. The car wasn't there. I don't remember. I remember now, but I just didn't notice it at the time.
Didn't think of it at the time. What are you saying? So the car somehow lost its molecular integrity?
No, I didn't see the car, so I figured, well, maybe somebody borrowed it.
Isn't the truth of the matter you used the vehicle this morning in the commission of a felonious act, and now you've only reported it stolen to absolve yourself of any responsibility or connection to said vehicle?
What?
That's a beautiful paragraph. Thank you. That's a car.
Hey! Oh, is that completely necessary?
Imperative.
Public service announcement, please buckle up for safety. Out of the car, come on. Fraser, I'm out of cuffs.
Dave, watch him. Carnauba wax. And I think these minute specks will likely prove to be blood.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Who?
I don't know. Lab boys can't promise us anything on the blood for at least 24 hours.
Great.
Well, we found a gun in Van Zant's driver's room, recently fired.
If you can match that gun to a bullet from Mr. Jones' body, then you should be able to convince the chauffeur to testify against Mr. Van Zant.
That's right. So we got to get those 2 rocket scientists you brought in to cop up the bodies.
Hang on a second. Where's your buddy?
He's working on them now.
Working on him. That's my collar! My collar!
Hey,
Down to
you can handle the interrogation, but I want everything. Every word.
Understood. Right?
Look, Van Sant is implicated in the disappearance and presumed murder of at least 9 men over the last 2 years. Now, what the hell's he doing with the body, huh? You're gonna talk. I can throw you back in the general population and spread the word that you ratted out Van Sant. How long do you think you're gonna last? A day? An hour, maybe? How long?
All right, that's it. Beat it.
What?
You want me to open up a can of whoop-ass on you?
Ray, please. This is just a jurisdictional issue. I'm sure it can be sorted out with an appropriate dispute resolution mechanism, much like the recent Canadian softwood lumber dispute.
You guys okay? You want a soda or something?
Yeah. Soda would be great.
Okay. Miller, can you get these guys a soda? Don't give me that look. And let them go to the can and bring them to 1 and 2. Thanks.
No, Atlantic City's good.
Atlantic City?
No, really, it's good. I love nature.
Da komme ich nicht drauf, was Sie sagen.
Yeah. Listen, I have to go.
Ich kann keine Englisch.
Me too. Bye.
Blood in the car was type O positive.
Two-Tone Jones is O positive.
Unfortunately, so are 1,940,000 other people in the greater Chicago area.
Look, I can't say anything, okay? I can't. It's a personal safety issue.
Look, I understand that. All I'm saying is you give me something that I can verify independently. You know, then you don't have to get involved in this. And I'll put the word out on the street that you were the toughest hard case I ever had the displeasure of dealing with.
Really?
Absolutely. I burnt you with cigarettes. I beat you with phone books. I punctured your spleen with an ice pick. Never cracked once.
I don't know nothing. I'm sorry.
Ira, I don't think you're doing yourself any favors here.
Yeah.
I see you hurt your fingers.
Yeah, I burned him with a cutting torch at work.
Well, you should rub some of this on. It'll help to prevent blistering.
Yeah. Nice.
It's a lichen and elkhorn in a base of sea cucumber. I've often used it myself when I've hurt my fingers, ice burns. One time I'd fallen into a crevasse while I was pursuing a rogue taxidermist across a glacial field.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'd lost my gloves. I had to pull myself up 600 feet using only my bare hands.
Fraser, we have to talk.
Francesca, this is something of an awkward time.
Yeah, you should never put work before relationships. That's what's wrong with the world today.
Yeah, he's right, Fraser. You know, sometimes we just get so caught up in our jobs that, we forget the things that are really important.
She's right.
Thank you. Or maybe we're just afraid to say what we really feel for lots of different reasons.
Fear of rejection.
Okay, shut up. Can you step outside?
Excuse me. Hey.
Fraser, this isn't gonna work between us.
It isn't?
Well, no. How could it?
Well, I'm not sure what...
Fraser, please, don't beg. Okay? I don't want to remember you this way.
No, Francesca, I'm a little...
Fraser, you have to face the wall.
All right.
Look, I understand that, you know, this may come as a bit of a shock. No, Fraser, the wall, you have to face the wall of reality.
Oh.
I'm getting married.
You are getting married?
Look, I know this is a bit of a shock, and you're probably a little shocked. But, take heart, okay? Because I'm sure that one day you're gonna meet someone, and she's probably gonna be a mountain climber or a snowmobile repair person. And you're gonna be happy too. You know, I mean, for my part, it's not gonna be that easy because ours is gonna be a mixed marriage. I'm Catholic, and he's one of those other religions. So. Well, I hope we can still be friends.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm very happy for you. It's wonderful news.
Good. Oh, God!
Francesca's getting married. Who'd marry Dad?
Hey, Francesca's a delightful, attractive, intelligent young woman.
I know, Fraser, but you're talking every day.
True enough. Eskimo shipping.
So you think the body's here?
Well, Vince worked here a year ago, and Mr. Van Zandt is a partner in the business.
So I guess if you had a body, you'd have to keep it on ice because it'd be getting pretty funky by now.
Shall we?
Dave, care to join us?
Eskimo shipping. It's funny because when I was a kid, we had these Eskimo pies.
You know, Ray, the term Eskimo itself is sort of derogatory. It's kind of like the tomahawk chop of the Atlanta Braves fans or Chief Wahoo of the Cleveland Indians.
You know not what you speak because Chief Wahoo is a cartoon. Oh, come on, this is getting ridiculous.
I'll take it from here, Vecchio.
He's a bit of a control freak. Sorry.
Maybe you get the sirens turned up so people in Pittsburgh didn't hear you coming.
I'll run that by her.
Transport's arriving at Dock 3, Dock 7. Make ready.
Nothing. Everything's clean.
All right, we're gonna stop and search every one of their trucks.
Hey, what do you think you're doing on my property? Huh? This is police harassment, Arthur. You sue these bastards.
I'm on it, Nicholas. I'm on it.
Every truck, understood?
Understood.
You're finished.
All right, Nicholas, I'm looking.
When I get through with you.
Please. Hello. Yeah, this is Arthur Vold, attorney for Nicholas Van Zandt.
How do you come onto my property without a warrant? Huh? You got a warrant?
I'd like to see Judge Gorman in his chambers as soon as possible. I'm going to put an end to this police harassment of this innocent man at once.
That's right.
Hello. Yes, we're on our way. All right, thanks. Let's go, Nick.
You fine digger. I don't care if his mother's on an iron lung. You drag him away from the deathbed, you get him over to the funeral home. You hear me?
Listen to me. As your attorney, I can't hear this.
So put your hands over your ears, counselor. The hell am I supposed to do with Jones's body, huh? Use it for a paperweight? If Digger isn't at the funeral home to take care of Jones's body, then there's going to be somebody at the funeral home to take care of his. You hear me? Come on, what are you standing there like an idiot with your hands over your ears? For God's sakes, come on.
anything on those refrigerated trucks?
Nothing. You want to know something? Dead cows are disgusting.
Maybe you should go vegetarian.
I'd rather eat the truck.
He got it. Son of a bitch, I can't believe it. Judge Gorman granted Van Zandt the injunction. I can't even go near the man till after the trial.
If we don't find a body pretty quick, it's going to be a short trial.
Sirs, it strikes me that someone as meticulous as Mr. Van Zandt couldn't have disposed of 9 bodies in a haphazard manner. He must have had some kind of disposal system.
Good so far, but do you have any idea what kind of system?
Hey, why don't we just wail on those 2 morons we got downstairs?
Forget about it. They just lawyered up big time. Joel Flatman, I believe. He works for Arthur Vole, Van Zandt's lawyer.
He's rubbing our noses in it. Does Van Zandt still operate out of a restaurant on DuPont?
Oh, yeah, the focaccia bread's fantastic there. You know, they use like a tiny dab of nut vinegar or something.
I want somebody in there 24 hours a day. I want photos of everybody who comes in and goes out.
Whoa, you're talking hundreds of people here. Van Zandt's is a very happening spot.
It's their lunches, you know, reasonably priced, large portions.
We need someone on the inside. Detective Vecchio.
Yes, sir.
Take someone as a cover.
I'll do it.
Miss Vecchio, this is police work. Could be dangerous.
Well, I want to do it.
Francesca, the lieutenant's right.
Shut up, Fraser.
As you wish.
You're getting married.
Well, then call it a wedding present, okay? Let's go, Ray. I can buy.
Smells good, huh?
I can't believe you're doing this.
I was gonna take out from them. They'd get suspicious if I didn't.
It does smell good.
Told ya.
Seen Vecchio in there?
Yeah, they're along the aisle.
Anything?
Huh?
Anything.
I don't know. I don't know if I should have the salad. If I should have something big.
No. See anything.
Oh. No. Let me ask you something. How could someone be so smart? How can a person know something so useless, like how much a pound of nails weighs on Pluto, but they have no idea what's going on under their own noses?
Noses?
Nose.
We're talking about Fraser here?
Fraser. No, it's ridiculous. See how funny that is? No, I have no interest in Fraser.
Have you decided? I'm having trouble deciding between the Thai Domi and the Timo Solani. The Esatikanen is fresh. Esatikanen's fresh. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have the give me the same. Hey, I think there's some guy that knows you.
Sir, excuse me. I wonder if you could help me. Is the pavelburi steamed or baked?
It's a roasted saddle of salmon with those petite lardons over 4.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Yeah, well, it's not.
Come on, detective. Let's see those photos.
You know how much a pound of nails weighs on Pluto?
Well, of course, Ray. It's the same as a pound of cheese, 6.4 ounces.
Okay. But, you know what's right under your nose? Read them and weep.
Oh, good. Oh, this is sweet.
Oh.
Perhaps later we'll have a little seminar on surveillance techniques and procedures.
I can't believe you took that picture.
He said everybody.
No, he didn't say everybody.
Now, look, we'll separate them out. Put the normal citizens on the left, the connected Goombas on the right.
Hey, here's little Mo Angelo. I thought he was in Joliet. Maybe he's connected.
Oh, look at this. Tony Orlando.
The singer is involved?
Wash your mouth, Fraser.
Come on, let's get to work. See what we come up with.
Goomba.
It's gonna take weeks.
Maybe not.
Hey, you're the guys that ran out Van Zandt.
Who's Van Zandt?
Oh, yes, you are. You know what we do to stoolies, man? When I get a hold of you, I'm gonna rip your head off. You're dead meat!
I don't have to put up with this.
Get off!
Get him off there! Get him off there! Come on! Come on!
Police brutality!
Shut up!
Guy's crazy! That's gonna happen to us every day.
You know, gentlemen, I certainly don't want to impose my feelings here or my thoughts. In fact, I think that most people are entitled to make their own decisions, indeed, make their own mistakes, but,
However, if your thoughts are running.
However, if your thoughts are running in the direction of police protection, I can assure you that the Chicago Police Department has an excellent plan with many,
Side benefits.
Side benefits.
Thanks. Now he's back in town.
Who is he?
Tommy Gallant. They call him Digger. He works at the funeral home that Van Zant's got a piece of over on 4th. Yeah, 4th. Oh, man. We ratted up Van Zant, and now we're dead. We're dead men. You tricked us.
You know, my grandmother always said, no good can come of a lie. Perhaps she was right. Yes, justice was served, but at what price? You can't be serious.
Hi, Fraser.
Hi, Jessica.
Do you need to talk?
That might be helpful.
Okay.
I lied to someone. And at the time, I thought it was for their own good, but of course, who's to judge what is good for another?
Well, perhaps it's time for you to tell that person how you really feel.
I think it's gone beyond what I feel.
Oh, no, Fraser. It's never too late to go back.
Even if there's jeopardy involved?
Especially if... Just say what you really feel, Benton.
I lied. And it might serve justice,
Justice.
but it will compromise the lives of two men.
Men? Men? I don't believe this. We're not even on the same page. You know, I used to always think that you were like this genius. Either that or some complete idiot. Now, I just realized that you can't even see your nose an inch past your face. Oh, yeah. Oh, honor, duty. Yeah, what else can you hide behind, Fraser? You know, if you just can't get out of your little toy kitty life, well, then just get out of your car.
Maybe.
Jones is in a funeral home in a coffin under another body. Is that what you're telling me?
Yep, it's perfectly possible. The body with the bullet is in the coffin with the cadaver.
That's fantastic. Where's the best place to hide a body? In a grave. This guy must have been doing this for years.
How are we going to find this other body? They got a judge on their side. No judge is going to grant us a warrant to go into a funeral home without just cause. You can't get just cause without going into the funeral home.
True, but if by some other means we were able to determine that the body was there, might we not be able to take that information to a judge?
Depends on the means.
Show him that thing.
Right, I'll need a stethoscope.
I left mine in my other suit.
I also need a place to lie down.
Yeah, I'll get you that.
And I will need the tetrodotoxin from the gland secretions of a booga toad.
He looks dead, all right. God.
It's all right, Sergeant.
Okay, Fraser, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Hey, Fraser, you're freaking me out. Come on.
Oh, it's pretty far under. I could hear you, Ray, but as though from the bottom of a deep well.
Oh, what is going on? Nothing you've seen here leaves this room. How'd you do that?
With the secretions from the bucca toad, you can control the impulses to the autonomic nervous system, and you can slow the EEG and ECG waves till they're virtually undetectable.
So you can go into this trance on command?
Well, not exactly, no. It takes about 15 minutes to go under and 15 minutes to come out.
How long can you stay under?
Once, in a lean-to on the shores of the Nahanni, I was under for exactly 36 hours.
Then what happened?
Well, then I had to...
You had to pee, Constable?
Well, yes, I had consumed roughly the equivalent of a dugout canoe's worth of bark tea. Diefenbaker, look at me. Now, no matter what you hear over the next couple of days, don't believe it. I will be all right. You must trust me on this. In the meantime, Ray will take care of me.
Hey, Deef buddy, come on.
Well, it would seem that he finds her even more attractive now that she's betrothed.
Mr. Vecchio? You can come in now. I added some body to the hair, some color to the cheeks.
He looks good.
Thanks. Young guy. That's too bad. What is that uniform? Is he an usher?
Doorman.
Oh.
One of the best.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this is our Northumbria casket. You said I should pick one.
Yeah.
Now, this is slightly more expensive than our El Camino or our Fandango models, but you can feel here, it's got the extra padding.
Oh, yeah. Got to be comfortable. He's going to be there a while.
Now, also, the Northumbria is absolutely airtight. I thought since we weren't embalming, it was more appropriate for...
Longer shelf life. I hear you. But he's claustrophobic. Was claustrophobic. So can we keep it open?
Yes, of course.
Thanks. Can I have a minute? Just...
Of course.
Thank you. Fraser, they're gonna be closing up here in a little while, so I gotta go. Tell you the truth, I thought hospitals made me nervous, but this place, yikes. Okay, I'm babbling. That rouge makes you look like a toy soldier. Okay, all right. I'll see you in the morning. Hey, if you find the body, see if he's got my phone. Weird. Okay, Diefenbaker, you're coming home with me. You can't stay here. Let's go.
I thought I'd,
You don't want that door.
I don't?
No, son. We'll be here on the left.
What is this place?
The borderland. Just think of it as an existential demilitarized zone. Come on, let's go for a walk. I gotta tell you a few things. First of all, being dead is not what it's cracked up to be.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Being dead's not all it's cracked up to be. Who said that?
I don't know. Maybe the stiff we're using.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Hey, this guy looks familiar.
He's a doorman.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, the Chelton man. Nice guy, good with a door. So when's he gonna get planted?
Brother wants him in the ground tomorrow.
Never did like that guy staring at me.
So I'm doing the mail rounds, and I stop in at the morgue, and I see Constable Fraser. Yeah, he's the good-looking one. Anyway, there he is, laid out on a slab, dead. Well, I thought...
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
About what?
About Fraser.
Fraser who?
The guy you said was just dead. The guy in red?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, Nikki, it's self-basting, 350, 1 hour, gotta go.
No,
I gotta go.
Jack, have you seen Fraser?
No. Why?
I think he might be dead.
Fraser?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? How could he be dead?
Who's dead? Fraser.
Dead?
Yeah.
We don't know he's dead.
Well, have you seen him around here lately?
I haven't seen Chelsea Clinton around here either, but I'm pretty sure she's not dead.
Got a bad feeling about this, Jack.
Vecchio would know. Have any of you guys seen Vecchio?
This is a pigsty.
Let me see that.
What, she's some kind of junior G-man now?
Benjamin and Son Funeral Home. He can't be dead.
Sounds fantastic. Does he have a brother? Hello? It's for you. Hello?
Got the brother coming in.
What the hell with the brother?
Mr. Van Zandt, I got a business here, and it's got to appear to be running normally, or it'll draw some heat. Just let me get rid of the brother.
Ray, is it true?
Oh, great.
Ray, wait.
Fraser, can you breathe? God, it's true.
Fraser's like Superman. He can't die.
I imagine you have a number of questions you want to ask. Like, is this eternity or just a stopping place? Is death a transition or the end of the line? And if it's the end of the line, do I still have to shave? Questions along those lines?
Yes, actually.
Oh, well, you're on your own there.
That's great, Dad. That's really enlightening.
See, son, in the borderland, all the questions you ask are unique to you, and the answers are yours alone.
Hey!
I remember when that kid died. I was so freaked. I couldn't move, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Fraser told me that story about the moose on the side of the mountain.
He's not Jewish.
Told me that story. My car wouldn't start. Hey, the guy only had one story. What, are you gonna sue him?
Fraser, I know you're down a deep well, but maybe you could come back for a second and tell me if you found Jones's body.
Right. You gotta let him go, Ray. Come on, let him go.
Yeah, higher, higher.
One second. I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Ray from the material world. It's Ray from the material world. Fraser, you're kind of getting out of hand.
Well, let's say I did have a question, one that was unique to me. Where would I go to ask it? In here, son. You ask yourself. Your whole life is in here, compressed into a single point in space and time, so that no matter what direction you step, your destination is the same. Isn't that fun? This way. Well, here's where we come to make sense of everything. You never know what life means until you die. One of the Brownings said that. Kurt or Robert, T-Bo Browning. In any event, it's death that gives life significance.
So that door with all the light behind it, does that mean that I'm
dead? No, son. Look at this as a coming attraction. You've got a few more obligations to fulfill.
Is Mr. Smith in there?
Oh, he was 12.
No, that's never happened before.
Up, Van Zandt. You got nowhere to go.
What are we gonna do?
Shut up! This is what's gonna happen. You're all gonna lower your guns. You're gonna give me a clear path. Empty the street, give me a car. Because if you don't, you're gonna have one dead lady on your hands. From 5, 4, 3.
I think someone's in trouble.
That'd be one of your obligations.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime.
See you later.
Looks like Jonestown here.
Well, at least it's quiet.
It's the way I like it.
Can you get my phone? Let's see. 3 99-year sentences. So Van Zandt's going to be available for parole in, what?
143 years.
All right.
Someone to see you at the front. Okay, thanks. Hi.
Hi.
I'm really glad you're here, because Listen, I've been thinking about what happened with us. And, I just have some issues that I have to deal with. And it has nothing to do with you. I just don't think it's a very good idea that we get married right now. Or at all.
Da komme ich nicht drauf, was Sie sagen.
I know this is difficult, but it's really for the best.
Als ich Ihnen warnen sagte, ich kann keiner Englisch.
English, you see? Well, that's good, you understand.
Sie Chicago-Mädchen sind merkwürdiger. Ich muss jetzt gehen. My little pumpkin.
Bye.
Sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. Tour directions on this map, but you're only going one way. South, that's the way I'm going. South, south of my traveling shoes, and now I'm waiting.
Mallet, Internal Affairs. Open the cage.
So this is the guy.
Yeah, doesn't look like much, does he? It's gonna cost you all your jobs.
All right, people, find a spot, stand in it, and listen up. My name is Brandauer, State's Attorney's Office. This is Detective Hallett, Internal Affairs. I'm sure you all recognize these as court documents. They are the product of 2 months background investigation, and they authorize me to conduct a probe into allegations of corruption concerning this district. We will be at this for as long as it takes, so go about your business. But if we call, you drop everything and come running. Bear in mind, no one is outside our interest, and no one is above suspicion. Any questions? No? Good. Still a lieutenant, Harding?
You still a jerk?
Funny guy. But I think you'll be even funnier sitting in the state penitentiary. So where is he?
He's a cop. He's out working. He's not wasting people's time like you.
He's not going to show up?
Oh, don't worry, he'll show.
Oh, I'm not worried, Lieutenant. But if I were you, I'd be worried. Because it could be one hell of a dark day and not just an account of the eclipse. If Vecchio doesn't show up by the end of his shift, you're in for a rocky ride.
And coming up later today, a solar eclipse. And remember, kids, it's perfectly safe to look at the sun. No matter what anyone else has told you, the sun's rays are completely harmless. No. Just kidding! Use your head. Keep your eyes closed. Now let's have a listen to Crowbar and Class from the Past.
Welsh, we need you in here, detective, now. You better be on your way. the hell are you? That is, of course, I'm assuming you still want to work at this station. We got urgent matters here. Get your attention, detective. Serious stuff. Get your butt in here now.
Not today, Wells.
This whole thing began with the con that they have in the holding cells called Syracuse. Apparently he had a sit down with one of the reps from state's attorney, tried to cut himself a deal for an early release. He said that our whole station was bent, taking in drugs with the rest, skimming off the top. How did he come by this information, they asked? He said he used to be a stoolie for one of the dirty cops, a detective. Which detective, they asked? He points the finger at Ray Vecchio.
Ray Vecchio is not corrupt, sir.
Oh, yeah. You know that, and I know that. But between them all, IAD doesn't have a half a brain. In here, please. Now, on top of that, Brandau and I have this thing. We've been going at each other on and off for about 20 years. Now, any excuse he gets, he's going to jump on, and he'll start digging. Now, I know the station is clean, but there are always loose ends. If Vecchio doesn't show, this district will have its collective ass in a sling.
So you need Ray Vecchio?
By end of shift, 5 o'clock.
Which one, sir?
Which one what?
Which Ray Vecchio? The detective formerly known as Ray Vecchio or the current detective known as the former Ray Vecchio?
What?
I'm looking for toilet paper.
Here, scram.
I can't go in there and tell him that Ray Vecchio is undercover on another operation and that this guy at the desk is not the real Ray Vecchio. If I do, these morons will have it on the 6 o'clock news, and the real Ray Vecchio will end up a dead body leading off at 11. See? The only way to handle this is we gotta bluff it out. You look for the new guy, and I'll stall.
Understood.
All right.
Hi, Fraser. What's with the cabbage?
Party supplies.
For the eclipse?
No, actually. It's Detective Vecchio's birthday.
Fraser, it's not the new guy's birthday.
Well, yes, but the former Ray Vecchio always had a party. If we wish to maintain his cover, it follows that the current Ray Vecchio should have a party as well.
And we use the fish for?
For the games. Bobbing for trout. You see, I've organized a traditional Yukon celebration in his honor.
Couldn't you just bob for apples?
Well, they're not very plentiful in the Yukon.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Is that a traditional Inuit game?
No, the locals favor something called Twister.
I'll take the fish.
Thank you kindly. Oh,
Morning. I'd like to get into that crypt.
Can't be done.
Why not?
For one thing, you're still breathing.
$10.
Do I look like a man who will take a bribe of money?
Isle of Mull, 16-year-old single malt scotch.
I'll get the key.
Is it okay in housing?
Scrupulous.
Good. But don't just move the dirt around. Very mysterious man, this friend of yours.
In what sense, ma'am?
He clowns.
Plums?
In rhythm. Well, most tenants I get to know, but him, very secretive. And I wouldn't know about the clomping except that I live right below him. You know, I'll be fixing my hair or something, and I'll hear this, well, it's not really like clomping, actually. It's more like he's shuffling or something.
Dancing, possibly?
Well, there you are, yeah. And he's real light on his feet. I can get hypnotized and just sit there for an hour easy. So what's your story? You work in a circus?
No, ma'am. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I first came to Chicago on the trail of the killers of my father, and for reasons that don't need exploring at this juncture, I've remained attached as liaison with the Canadian consulate.
Don't take anything.
Understood.
Jesus, you scared me to death.
This thing doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? It's just a bottle. It doesn't work or not work.
If nothing comes out of it, what is it?
It's empty.
But it isn't empty, so it must be broken.
If it was broken, it'd be empty.
Exactly. So, it's not working.
There. Now it's broken and it's working.
Good man.
That's nice. That's so nice. It's so nice to see the IRS taking an interest in you the same time we are.
Yeah, it's nice to see you guys take the word of a career scumball over mine.
Mr. Syracuse has nothing to gain by his allegations. Why would he make them up?
Come on, Howard. Think I don't know he's up for release? Think I don't know Brandau here is waiting to nail me for most of his adult life? Look, you guys knock yourselves out. I got a station to run.
Put the blame on me. No.
Very Polish, very English. You have to put hey! Anybody wants to get their head cracked, keep talking.
Who are the Penguins? The graduating class of the Grenville School of Deportment and Domestic Service. Apparently they were setting a table when a rumble broke out over the correct placement of a spoon. Welcome.
Fraser check in yet?
No.
I give Ray another shot.
Briss. 1 month before I get to become a real cop and this happens.
Just be straight. You got nothing to hide.
Don't move. Hi, Ray. So we're on a stakeout. It's good. Who's the target?
None of your business.
Ah, secrecy. It's very wise. You know, it reminds me of a time I spent near Skull Rapids. I was holed up in the carcass of a caribou for almost 72 hours. And you know, to this day, I have no idea who we were actually waiting for. But I can tell you that after 72 hours, the smell of a caribou carcass is almost hallucinogenic.
Are you unhinged?
Not that I'm aware of.
Hey, how did you find me?
Well, you'd circled an obituary notice in a newspaper that was lying on the counter in your apartment.
Wait a minute. You broke into my apartment?
Well, no, that would be illegal. Your landlady simply let me in. She's very fond of you, by the way.
You invade my castle, you track me down, you almost get your head shut off. You want to tell me why?
Well, 2 reasons. First, I brought you a present.
For what?
For your birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, I think you're wrong about that. You see, Ray Vecchio was born...
Hey, let's just drop that, okay, Fraser? You and I both know I'm not Ray Vecchio.
You're not?
No.
You sure about that?
I don't even look like him.
Well, you could have had plastic surgery.
You are unhinged.
You think?
Yes, I think. Look, I'm not Ray. I mean, I am Ray, but I'm not Ray Vecchio. I'm Kowalski. Stanley Raymond Kowalski.
Your name is Stanley Kowalski?
Look, my dad had a thing for Brando. Me, it was always Steve McQueen. So I go by Ray.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ray Kowalski.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Get your butts over here.
Sir.
Enough with the good manners.
I wish, sir.
I said enough.
Yes, sir.
Is this your phone log?
Yeah.
Why all the calls to Vecchio?
Maintaining contact with detectives is part of what I do.
And after you clocked out, it isn't? You got a dozen calls in there after your shift.
It's not a 9-to-5 job.
What does China White mean to you?
Nothing.
Try again.
Dishes.
Drop the attitude, Vespris.
You know it's heroin. You were in on it, weren't you?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Missing drugs.
Vespris, you want to be a cop. Give me Vecchio and give me Welsh. Most importantly, Welsh. And you just might get to be a cop. Otherwise, who knows what might happen.
People are counting on you, Ray. They could lose their jobs.
Look, Fraser, let's get this thing straight. You want me to sit in front of a bunch of guys who are going to grill me about corruption that never happened. But if it did happen, it happened to another guy. But I'd have to answer for it anyway?
Yes.
Forget it.
If you don't, Ray, you will lose your shield.
Look, Fraser, I've humped this job for a long time. Bad hours, bad food, and bad guys. And for what?
For the pride and honor of knowing that we make it possible for good people to tuck their kids in at night, turn out the lights, and know they'll be safe.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not.
You believe all that?
Yes, I do.
Never doubt it?
Never.
You're a lucky guy, Fraser. Me? I never wanted to be a cop in the first place. I always wanted to be something else.
Why didn't you become something else?
That is the reason I'm here today.
Do you mind if I ask you what that reason is?
Mind if I ask you what your wolf is doing?
I have no idea. Although in his youth, Diefenbaker did demonstrate a keen interest in horticulture.
You know, Fraser, when they offered me this assignment, they made it sound kind of normal. They say, hey, Ray, here's a chance to start over. Ditch the past. What's the catch, I say? Oh, your partner's Canadian. Canadian? I got nothing against Canadians, except for the time when they won the World Series.
2 times.
Which I'm willing to overlook.
Thank you.
But in no time did they say, oh, by the way, you'll be working with a Mountie who's got a wolf that's a florist. Hold these, will you? Oh, that's good.
Is this the target of the stakeout?
Nah, just something's queer. Let's check it out.
Saw that?
Mom. Mom. What? That's my mom in there.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. You're confused with,
Grief.
Yeah, see? That ain't your mother. That's, Mr. Smith.
Jones.
No, that's my mom. Mom, I'm so sorry. Just wanted to see your face one last time.
Hey, you can't do that.
Mom, how you've changed into Cuban cigars.
That's enough, Bob. Out of the car. Easy. Easy. That's it. That's it. Easy. Easy.
Gentlemen, my name is Constable Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Pull out your gun.
I don't have a gun.
You don't got no gun.
No, I'm afraid not. But if you would be so kind as to step to one side, the detective will read you your Miranda rights. I assume that weaponry you're holding is illegal.
Does a bear shop in the forest?
In my experience, bears don't shop.
Hey, wise guy, step out of the way.
Run.
You don't have a gun?
Well, obviously we're full briefed. I'm not licensed to carry a firearm.
And you didn't bother to tell me before?
Well, it didn't seem germane at the time.
What the hell kind of word is that?
I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
It's your birthday present. I dropped it.
Are you a freak?
It's a dream catcher. I made it myself. You see, you hang it in your window, it catches all your bad dreams. You sleep well at night.
Sleep fine.
And these are eagle feathers.
Fraser, when they shoot us, I'll be glad I knew that. Come on, let's go!
You'd be surprised at how difficult it is to acquire an eagle feather. First of all, you have to apply to the National Eagle Repository in Commerce City, Colorado. And then you just have to hope that someone finds a dead eagle in the woods. And that they have the presence of mind to put it on ice and then courier it to Commerce City.
Really?
Go. And then basically, you just wait. And you hope that no shaman or tribal elder needs an eagle feather in some sort of sacred ritual, which of course would take precedence over your relatively minor desire to use the feather in a gift for your partner. How many rounds have I fired? By my count, 7. Duck!
We're sunk. I left all my clips in the crypt. I've only got 2 rounds left.
You know, I don't mean to be critical, but you might want to consider some remedial practice on the target range. Your aim is appalling.
Hey, I'm a good shot.
By what criteria? You fired 7 rounds. You haven't been within 50 meters of your target.
I'm a good shot. I just need my glasses. I also left them in the tomb.
No, you didn't. Here.
Why didn't you tell me you had them?
Well, I didn't realize you were blind.
I'm not blind. I just don't see all that good.
All right, we've got a bit of time, so just to finish this off, if you happen to pass all of these hurdles, you might be one of the few, the lucky few, as I was, to have this precious symbol of freedom delivered right to your door.
What are you talking about?
The eagle feather.
You are a freak. Hey! Brett, down! Down! Hands.
It's good work, Ray. Now we'll have to return to the station for processing.
We have the right to remain silent.
Ray, we have to return to the station for processing.
I am not doing that, Fraser. Anything
Ray,
you say may be held against
Standard
you.
Operating Procedure, Field
You have the
Manual,
right to an
Chapter
attorney.
7. The arresting
cannot afford
officer
an
shall
attorney,
transfer
one will
the
be appointed
suspect
to
to
you.
the nearest station
Do you
house for
understand these
processing
rights?
with dispatch.
Do you understand these
with
rights?
dispatch.
You like procedure so much, you take them in.
I'm not the arresting officer.
Look, Fraser, get something through your head. Keep a shield, lose a shield, I don't really care. I am not leaving this graveyard till I finish what I came here to do. Take down a bent nail named Marcus Ellery. Until I do that, I'm not leaving. Period. Dot it, file it, stick it in a box marked done. Okay? Come on, get up!
Tell us about Alcorn Street. That was a stand-up bust. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he took down a couple of real dirt bags. Ray risked his life to save a child. Yeah, it was a great day for cops.
No kidding, you scored a big out of China White.
What are you talking scored? We seized a shipment of heroin.
You seized 10 kilos of heroin. By the time it was signed in evidence control, there was only 1.
That's crap.
Hey, we'll tell you when you're done.
I don't have to take this.
Sit down.
Look, you've got a fine record, detective. Could be you were just taking orders, right? You give me Welsh, and maybe I can help you out.
In the 70s, Ellery went on a tear, string of armed robberies from Illinois to Texas. He'd hit anything with cash. Jewelry, armored trucks, banks. He did one bank right in my neighborhood. 10 years ago, he was convicted of a heist outside El Paso. En route to the state pen, he escaped. After that, went off the grid. It's his mother they're burying today.
You think he'll attend?
Ask his mother. He'll show. Who asked you?
Don't get so nifty. Just try to help.
I don't need your help.
Fine.
But I detect a hole in your plan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Assuming Ellery shows, which I agree he will, what are you gonna do? Statute of limitations is run down on the guy.
You know he's right, Ray.
Look, whose side are you on?
I didn't realize there were sides.
Look, Fraser, there's always sides. There's bad guys, then there's everybody else. Marcus Ellery, bad guy.
That may be, but you got no grounds to arrest him, man.
Look, this is not official business, so shut up. It's personal.
You know, Ray, Francis Bacon once wrote that revenge is a wild kind of justice, which the more man's nature runs to, the more ought law to weed it out.
Did Francis Bacon ever meet up with Marcus Ellery?
It's unlikely. Bacon died in 1626.
Well, there you go. If he had, he would have whistled a different tune.
A wild kind of justice. Yeah, I like that.
How many times I gotta tell you? We only seized 1 kilo.
Not according to the evidence log. What's this?
It's my name.
Yeah, and this?
My signature.
10 kilos, detective. 10.
It was 1. Ray will back me up.
Well, he hasn't even bothered to show up, has he? He's left you to take the fall. Huh? What does that tell you?
Think about it.
This guy Bacon, does he got any books out?
Yes, actually. The Advancement of Learning, Novum Organum, and an incomplete, yet very fascinating work called Instauratio Magna.
I'm gonna check into that.
What's wrong with you, man?
Wait, if you don't get off on a technicality, we're looking at 15 to 20 Juliet. I could put that time to good use.
Shut up. Gun.
Dog, that's your head.
Oh, dear.
Who the hell are you?
Gladys Carls.
I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. We thought you were a desperate criminal. Did I hurt you?
No, it is a bit stiff, though.
What is, ma'am?
My leg.
Oh, yes. Here, let me help you up.
Thank you, with my hat. Oh. I'm just visiting my husband.
What, you hate the guy so much you fire 6 shots into him after he's already dead?
Hate him? Good Lord, no. I loved him dearly. I'm just executing part of his will.
What, is he like a masochist or something?
Well, we try that sometimes, but he hated pain. No, he was acrophobic.
He's afraid of acrobats.
No, insects.
Exactly. Well, you see, Henry was of the belief that lead would discourage insects from feasting off them, so I shoot a little in every now and again to keep them away. I don't know if it works, but it makes me feel better.
I understand.
You understand.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm afraid we're going to have to check your firearm certificate.
Oh, by all means.
Thank you, kindly.
Freak.
He's not here in an hour. We're all going to be looking for new jobs on the back of matchbooks.
Can I ask you something? Do you find me attractive?
Oh, I wouldn't say attractive.
No. Cute, maybe.
I'd say well-favored.
Did I ask you?
Sorry. I thought you were asking all of us.
Well, I wasn't, so zip. Well, you find me attractive?
In what sense?
In the sense of, you know, being a woman.
Do I think you're an attractive woman?
No. No. I'm not the woman. You're the woman.
I'm the woman.
No, I'm a woman.
Butt out.
Well, she is.
Well, I know she's a woman. I'm asking Fraser to pretend that he's a woman. Okay?
Oh, can you do that, dear?
Well, I have done that, yes.
So have I. It was rather fun.
Look, you 3 zip, and you pretend you're a woman, okay? You find me attractive?
Very much so, yes.
You're not just saying that.
Well, I'm not really qualified to judge, Ray.
Oh, what's funny about that? He isn't.
That just sounds like something my wife would say.
I didn't realize you were married.
I was, not anymore.
That is so sad.
Oh, yes, you know. 2 careers. She worked at the state's attorney's office. Just didn't work out.
Oh, I recognize a tone of voice. I say, hey, it's no big deal. Tone of voice, you know?
Yeah, he would know. His wife left him. He was a broken window. Glass everywhere.
What about you, dear? Are you married?
No, ma'am, I'm not. But I am acquainted with loss and, on occasion, loneliness.
Oh, yes. Loneliness. It may sound silly, but I wonder how the sun will feel today when it's blocked out by the moon.
Yes. It does seem sometimes as though the border between life and death is very poorly guarded.
Yep. And if you're carrying the wrong passport, you wind up in a little drawer in one of these places.
What I'm thinking is, who the hell hands out the passports? I mean, I wouldn't be here if I handed out the passports, you know?
Or would you? That's the question, isn't it?
Right. Right. Like you can't go forward until you go backward. Look, I tried to run away from my past, but you can't do it because it's in your skin. It stays with you. You got to retrace your steps to figure out how you got here. I took this bus. I drove this car. I got on this train. I walked down this street. I turned this corner. I opened this door. And I stepped into a bank. I was 13 and she was a Gold Coast girl. Private school. She was untouchable, but I was working it. I was lying like a maniac. I was John Lennon, James Bond, and Joe Namath all rolled into one.
I think that man has a gun.
You, little girl, get over here. Get over here. Kid, fill it up with money. Get up and fill it up. Get up. Now. Turn around. Big business.
Stella. Stella.
So, did you get the girl?
Yeah, I got the girl.
Ah,
That was Stella, my wife.
She married you after even, you know, what you done?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, I mean, my whole life, it all starts and ends with this one guy. I'm like one of those, whatchamacallem, knights looking for the Holy Grail.
Grail.
What?
Holy Grail.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure it's not a diner.
Grill, Grail, whatever. I'm just trying to settle an old debt.
Okay. Number one. This is either empty, broken, or not working. And number two. They're here.
Tom, dear. Is your wolf all right?
I think he's grieving. His breed is uncommonly sensitive. He feels sorrow profoundly.
He didn't show up.
Guy doesn't show to his own mother's funeral? I mean, we're low-life, man, but that's a new standard.
Let's go.
Shh. Hush, Tom, dear. Shh. Go back to sleep. Shh.
You know, Ray, I'm pretty sure he'll come. We have time.
Running out of time.
He's been in there for 37 minutes.
This was on your watch, Lieutenant.
I stand by my detectives.
10 kilos down to 1. We're talking big-time felony charges.
I stand by my detectives.
You were a clown 20 years ago, and you're still a clown, Welsh. You pushed me aside every chance you got, and when that wasn't enough, you put my brother in jail. My brother! Now, let me tell you something. Nothing's gonna give me more pleasure than taking you and this whole stinking division down. You got me?
I lied, you know.
You did?
Yeah. About Stella, to Stella. When I was in the bank, she thought I humiliated myself on purpose to stall for time so she could get away. I never told her any different. She thought I was a hero. I played along. Whole marriage based on a lie. I was a con job then, and I'm a con job now.
You know, Ray, in my limited experience with the subject, I found that very few lifelong bonds are formed based on whether one partner or the other urinated in their clothing. I'm willing to gamble, not with money, mind you, but I am willing to gamble that Stella looked beyond that one incident and saw the whole person.
What do you mean?
In December 1988, a young boy was being held in a warehouse. You went in, even though you knew your cover had been blown. You drew fire, you were wounded, yet you managed to rescue the boy, your first citation. In December 1990, in a jewelry store, you single-handedly held off 3 gunmen, saving 4 innocent lives, your second citation. In September 1993, you faced down 3 escaped murderers and you brought them to justice. Your third citation. You're a good policeman, Ray. And I would be proud to call you my partner and my friend.
What was that last part?
Friend.
Lend me some money?
Money and friends don't mix, Ray. Let's go to work.
How'd you know all that stuff about my background?
Well, I had your fingerprints. I went through your files.
You're a real nosy Parker, aren't you?
I think it's prudent to know the mettle of the man you work with.
Prudent. Sound like Jermaine. Think this thing would fly?
Well, it's not a Frisbee, Ray. It's a dream catcher. It tangles up bad dreams.
But do you think it would fly?
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, hey man. Oh, whatever you want. My money, my wallet. It's yours.
You remember me? Oh, yeah. You remember. Little kid in a bank, 1974. Oh, yeah. You remember. Kid wet himself. Tell me you remember.
Hey, what the hell's happening?
It's an eclipse. I don't believe this. You don't remember me.
Hey, kid. I've robbed a lot of banks. And I've spent a lot of time in jail. I don't have much of a memory about anything.
I spent my entire life looking for you. Looking for some payback, some revenge, maybe even kill you. And now I got you face to face and I can't even see your face.
Hey, you do what you gotta do, man. I just came here to say goodbye to my mother.
Mother. Okay. You can go now.
You're letting me go?
Yeah. Thanks.
For what?
Making me what I am. A cop.
Ray! I'm terribly sorry. Pardon me. Ray! Oh!
You overpowered me. Ran away.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
Well, we really should,
Face the music.
Ray? Ray? Give me a paw, Dave.
He's gonna show. He'll show.
Kilos. Street grade heroin down to 1 kilo. Where'd it go?
You tell me.
You hard guy? Huh? Chicago hard guy?
Your words.
You recognize this?
Evidence logging.
Is that the signature?
Looks like it.
And is that a 10?
No.
We're not playing games here, Vecchio. Unless 25 years in the big house is your idea of fun!
Are you guys really bozos or you just pretend to be bozos?
You want to repeat that?
It's not a 10. It's a 1 with a happy face. You know, happy day, bad guys off the street. Here, let me show you. What's this number?
360.
No, it's not. It's a 36 with a happy face. See? See? Do it all the time.
You want us to check through all the records?
Go ahead, knock yourselves out. Or we can cut to the chase. This whole station is shivering on the word of some apple polisher I never even met. Come on. Put me in a lineup. Syracuse can pick me out. I'm good to go. You book me a room in the big house. If you can't, you can pack up your little circus and go home. Deal? Deal?
Give us Vecchio.
Come on, Syracuse.
Number 3.
Number 3, please step forward.
Your brother was nothing but a criminal, and I stand by my detectives.
So this is a traditional Yukon celebration.
It's a fair approximation, without the snow, of course.
You all right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Gentlemen?
Huey, I don't think so.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Oh!
It's sad.
Party's going rather well, I think.
Oh, yeah. You know, Fraser, that was weird. Seeing Ellery?
Yeah, I should imagine.
I mean, that guy dogged me my entire life, and now it's like the sky opened up or something. I don't know.
You know, Ray, my father once told me that the sky isn't just above you. That if you look at the horizon, you'll see that it actually touches the ground. So if you think about it, wherever you go, you are actually walking in the sky.
You're a freak.
Understood.
Ooh, it's a lot harder than it looks.
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. It's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way.